Yeah? Okay. My name is Kit Robin, and this is my story. Not jokes. Okay. My name is Kit Robin, as you heard. Okay, so my therapist has asked me to put together a few videos just documenting my days because I'm not opening up in person. Ha! So, yeah, it's smart actually because like she knows how much I like filmmaking. I actually have a film coming out in like a week, so a little shameless self-plug there. But yeah, she's like putting 2 and 2 together, earning your degree, aren't you, Sally? Yeah. But I see right through you. I know what you're doing. Nothing gets past me. So today is, what is today? Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. I went to school as usual, nothing much to report there. Did a, sat with my friends at lunch, did a bunch of normal, boring subjects, pretty normal, mundane day. I know what you're like. You're all like, oh, how does that make you feel? So I'll tell you, stop you from emailing me later and asking. It makes me feel bored and I really want to go out and do stuff. And I used to have the excuse, you know this, I used to have the excuse that I didn't have anyone to do stuff with. But you know what I figured? I am my own best friend. So now all that's stopping me is like money and transport. So I'm gonna ask if I can go to the mall tonight and, walk around in a public place. Less likely to get picked up by a perv if I'm surrounded by people. If not, I'll either paint or like dance or finalize my outfit for the premiere, which I have to do. So I'm gonna go do that. See ya. Oh my gosh. Okay, today was a day, all right? It was a day. So basically, to start, I don't think I've ever felt so motivated in my life. I came up with five new ideas today. So to back up a little bit, I was watching this, reading this chapter book at lunch today, and in it, one of the characters said, "Everybody wants my land, but what will you do to get it?" And it just it made me think, it made me realize everybody wants something, but only a few people will actually do things to get what they want, to make change. So I decided I'm gonna be a doer, not a thinker. I'm going to be a part of the few. So it pulled me out of the books world and put my focus back onto my notebook. And I just even the thought of writing just made all this creativity that just been waiting for an opportunity to come out, just come out. And I wrote like crazy. I wrote this stanza for a poem I want to write. This was the first thing I wrote. So this is what it says. Apparently difference is weird now. Weird and borderline wrong. But hasn't the weird invoked what the normal never could? And the normal invoked what the weird never could? And I also came up with this idea for this city in the sky, and there's this lady blacksmith, and I don't want to spoil it for you for when I make it, so I won't tell you anymore. But it's so exciting. Oh. Maybe I should start a podcast. Be like, women belong in the kitchen. I'm a man. I'm not a man, so that wouldn't work. Oh, I haven't done the daily quest today. Should probably do that. These are always really easy, so it's fine. Done. Get a star, right? Yes. What was I talking about? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Huh? My stupid mom wouldn't let me bring my camera, so I have to film on my phone. The bee. Oh my gosh. Strawberries! So, I have actually been doing really good. I've been doing really good for like a couple weeks now. I've been like really excited and active and like I'm outside. My creativity's been off the charts, been like brainstorming and painting and storyboarding, and I really want to make a graphic novel. Like I've been practicing my sketches and stuff, and like now I just need like an idea. But yeah, whatever. So I bought a bunch of books and I read them, and I'm watching a bunch of films, and my own film comes out in like 2 days. Like my outfit's finalized for now, but like I kind of want to buy some earrings, so I don't know, we'll see what I decide. I'm actually like so proud of myself. Like it's not often that I'm proud of myself, but like I'm really proud of myself. Like this is everything I could ever want in a film, and I wrote it. Everyone's gonna love it, and even if they don't, they're stupid anyway, so I don't even care what they think. I'm on a whole other level right now. Wait, I need to tell you about today. Today doesn't matter, I'm too excited. No, just tell you. I sat with my friends at lunch. It was boring, they were boring, life's boring. I won't stand for it, alright? You know, people call me weird or whatever, but I don't care anymore. I will be loud and successful while they stay quiet and fail. Just you wait, Sally. It's gonna be amazing. I'm excited. So excited. Well, that didn't age well. I just woke up this morning with this like weight hanging over my head. And I didn't even stay up that late last night, so weird. I'm actually so good. I'm really good. Thanks for asking. I blew up at a kid today. I was cruel and I didn't care. My film premieres tomorrow. Woohoo! I'm not excited. Aww. I didn't get any earrings, so the outfit's done. I'm terrified. I have to sit in a room full of strangers who are all watching something that I created. And then there's a Q&A scheduled for afterwards, so you know, I'm thinking like, you know, I don't even know. What if someone's asked a really good question and I'm too nervous and I don't know how to answer it? Or, you know, what if they don't care enough to even stick around? Or what if I just ramble on and everyone just leaves and gets bored and just bye? I haven't had any training or anything. I don't know how to do this. Okay. I'm tired. Bye. Ugh. Can't wait for tomorrow. So, the film is out. It has premiered. We had a small screening today just for like friends and family and stuff, and I already wasn't in a good place. I mean, you know that, you saw. I was getting ready earlier and I just felt really heavy and gross and insecure and, I don't know, anxious. I just did not want to go, but it's fine. I did. And I got there and I walked the little red carpet they had put out, I guess just for fun or I don't know. And there were a couple like reporter, journalisty type people there, but it was mostly just, as I said, friends and family taking photos of their kids or nieces or nephews or, I don't know, mates, but it was still nice, I guess. Anyway, so I did a couple interviews. I probably sucked. I mean, I rambled a bunch, and I'm not media trained, so sue me, you know, but got over and done with. I don't have to do it anymore, so that was nice. But we got past that, get into the theatre, and I'd said I didn't really want to say anything before the film, so the producer goes up and kind of introduces everything and then said, I wrote it, and then everyone looked at me, and I was like, look away, but it was fine. It was good. It was good. And then, you know, the lights went down, and then it started. And I was fine, you know, for most of the film. Like, I'm pretty good at watching myself on screen. I can kind of remove myself from the situation. It doesn't really feel like that's me on the screen, so that's helpful. But it got to a point, like, just slightly halfway, just past halfway through the film, like towards the end, where my character has a bit of a breakdown. And it just got me thinking, like, all of the work that I did, like, the things I had to think of, you know, to get into that headspace and perform like that. And then that reminded me of all the work that I've done overall in this film, you know, writing it and pouring my heart out onto the page and then bringing it to life in front of all these people. And then I realized just how badly I needed this to go well. Like, it wasn't a want anymore, it was a need. I needed these people to like what I'd done, because if they didn't, then I would just die. I would die of embarrassment and hopelessness, because if these people didn't like the one thing that I'd put so much of myself into, if it sucked, then I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Because that's it. That's all I got. You know, I can't give anything more, and I only just started. You know, I was terrified, because it was weird, because I couldn't read their reactions. You know, like, and even if I could, I would question them. Like, if somebody laughed, I would wonder, like, did I write it that way? Was it meant to be funny? I couldn't remember. So my breath quickened, and I felt really, really sweaty, and I just felt like I absolutely just had to get out of there, because the walls felt like they were closing in, and so I just had to get out of there. I was in the end row, and at the end seat, and I just slipped out. And I felt really hot and shaky, but it also felt like someone was drowning me, and it felt like the air was sucked out of my lungs, and I was just fighting through like all these hazy thoughts, trying to think, what can I do? What can I do? And I was trying to like count my fingers, just count to 10, but I couldn't get my mouth to form words. And then I tried to pinch myself, and I saw a statue in the foyer, and I was like holding on to it for dear life, just something just to bring me back to earth. And I was fanning myself in my hands, trying to cool myself down. I was just panicking. Hang on. Oh, I'm lightheaded. But eventually, I was able to pull myself together, collect myself. And I was able to listen at the door, and it got to the second to last scene before the end, and I just thought to myself, like, you know, if I miss this ending, you know, an ending that I'm really proud of to a movie that holds my soul, I'm gonna regret it. So I just took a deep breath, I opened the door, walked through, closed the door, sat down, removed myself from the situation, got through to the end. And then, you know, it ended, cut to black. Credits roll. And this silence. And more silence. And then they clapped. I mean, they applauded. It was spectacular. I mean, I can't even put it into words. I don't. It was the greatest feeling of my entire life. To be loved like that. I mean, I know it wasn't me being loved, it was my work, but my work is me. It's what I put my worth into. I know I shouldn't, but honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. No, and then, after all these revelations and stuff, I have to go out there and do a stupid question and answer. I have to answer a bunch of impulsive, half-baked questions from a bunch of randos. Like, just let me sit in it and just bake in it. And, I couldn't. Oh. I know I'm going to sound stupid, borderline crazy when I say this, but I mean, to just feel that outpouring of, I can't put it any other way. Love. That changed me. And I knew from that moment on, I was going to be chasing that feeling for my entire life. That is stupid. Isn't that stupid, right? That's stupid. Putting that worth and that validation into the hands of a bunch of strangers, but I don't care. I'm going to make stuff. I'm going to create. I'm going to chase that feeling, and I'm going to make my mark on this world. I don't think we have much time left, but for the time we do have, you best believe I'm going to make it count. All my ideas suck. I can't develop anything to sound right or interesting, and I have no new ideas to fall back on. I don't know what I was thinking. The movie did so well last night, and now I have to impress again. I got some texts this morning from people asking me what's next for me, and I thought I knew. I really did. I had another script already, and I read it this morning, and it sucked. It sounded like something a 5-year-old would write. So, and what is this about a graphic novel? I'm a screenwriter, not an artist. I mean, well, filmmaking is technically an art, but you know what I mean. I have to focus. I can't keep getting distracted. This is so stupid. This is pointless. I suck at what I do. Bottom line, I suck at it. I've got nothing. And I'll never have anything. Ever again. It's been a week. We're a week into this. Hopefully you've enjoyed consuming the remains of my heart, mind, and soul, because that's what I've been feeding you. I got teased for the film today by some, not because, that they hadn't seen it. They just thought that me putting out a film, the action of putting it out was, cringe. So, didn't bother me. My friends knew nothing about it, despite me having talked about it multiple times. They had no idea. And the only person who was positive about it was my drama teacher, which makes sense, because that's what she's into. So, I'm good. like, I'm back to being good, honestly. Last few videos were just a 4-day moment of weakness, and I'm okay now, actually. Hi, Sally. I was lying in that last video, not about the people, but about being good. I'm not good. I wasn't good, I'm not good. In fact, the only thing on my mind yesterday was this place. So I came back and I set up my camera because I thought it would be cinematic or symbolic or whatever. I don't know. It's good to me, but what do I know about cinema? I obviously haven't got a clue. You know, coming back to this place, it was so ugly. I'm aware of what happened here, you're aware of what happened here, we all know it wasn't exactly fun. I thought I'd be more anxious. I thought I'd try again, but really I'm just in awe of the beauty. Maybe if I'd been more focused on how gorgeous this place actually is, I wouldn't have to see you now. No offense. I don't think I'm better. And I'm not going to make these visits a regular thing because I'm not exactly jumping for joy here, but I don't know. Maybe I'm proud of myself for being able to come here and see this place for what it is, not what it means to me. Bars. I'm not going to report on my day, there's nothing to report. I was left alone, I left others alone, I sat in silence in my friend group. Everyday things, so. See ya. You know what, Sally? I figured it out. This video diary, this is my next project. Perfect. It's got a beginning, a middle, and an end. I'm going to reenact everything and make it look good. And you know what? I'm going to make people think about me. They're not going to know what hit them. I'm gonna make it to Hollywood. Everybody just wants to feel good. If you don't compromise here, you should. And it's alright. Oh, I'm gonna make them see that they're missing out on me. I just try to make things they'll see and make it right.